Okay, the question was, what is a budget? Hello, I'm George Brown, the city clerk. And to answer that question in short, a budget is a document that um, it describes the revenue streams coming in as opposed to the expenses that's going out. You do not want your expenses going out to be larger than your revenue coming in because it would cause a deficit and it's not a good thing. So to be very simple about it. It's like your own personal checkbook. You cannot spend more money in your account that's coming in. So you budget yourself. You make sure that any resources that's coming in can cover your expenses going out. So that's basically a budget in short, because everyone basically generally has a checking account. So take it on a small scale, but the concept is the same. Who's responsible for creating a budget? Good question. Well, according to our charter, the mayor will, around September, uh, around the second meeting, which is the Board of Estimates and Contract, will present a document to that particular body in reference to the annual estimate that would be considered for the upcoming year. That document is then, after he received information from the various department heads, they send a wish list and they get this wish list and they decide what they can receive and what they cannot receive. Okay, then after that document is presented to the Board of Estimates and Contract, a public hearing will be called on that particular document. After the public hearing is called on that particular document, the Board of Estimates and Contract will have to vote no sooner than 2 days after a public hearing on that particular document. The document generally has the bottom line figure is a rate increase. Sometimes it might be 5%, 4%, 2%, 3%, 1.9, etc., etc. But the thrust of that particular document will tell you what the increase in taxable would be for the next year, the ensuing year. That process, then after it passes the Board of Estimates and Contract prior to the public hearing, it must be handed over to the city council to go through the exact same process. Note the difference in most legislative processes in the city. It starts in the city council and then has the financial impact would end up in the Board of Estimates and Contract. Because of the budget process is completely the reverse. It starts in the Board of Estimates and Contract and then it's given to the city council. So after it's given to the city council, they will do the exact same thing. They will call for a public hearing. And during that particular time, they will have their document discussed by the public, and the public will come in and they will make their recommendations. The council's responsibility to approve said budget is a little bit different than the Board of Estimates and Contract. They can literally approve the document after the public hearing that evening. They do not have a waiting time. Once the document is approved by the city council after its public hearing, the document will be completed in its final stage, and then a certified copy will have to be given to the comptroller, who will in turn send that document to the state comptroller. But let me back up a little bit and talk about what the Board of Estimates and Contract is. That is a body of three, consisting of three: the city council president, the mayor, and the comptroller. The city council president will vote the will of the council. The comptroller will vote her own independent will, and the mayor will, of course, vote his will. Now, these particular documents, in my experience, have been presented on more than one occasion by the mayor and or by the comptroller. The three bodies should come together, sit down, agree to disagree, to put a comprehensive document together that's best for the city. But in my experiences, I've seen the mayor's document not supported by the other two members, and I've seen the comptroller's document not supported by the other two members, which means that when one of the major, which is the mayor, presents a document and it does not go through, the other one is considered an alternative document. And that's what we're experiencing right now. And we've experienced that last year, and we've experienced it in the past. So this is what we're going through today with the long delay in approving a document. It's kind of not, it's not a foreign substance to us. We've been down this road before. It's not really good. Now, should we hurry up and pass this budget? In my opinion, I would say yes. And the reason why I say yes, it goes very simple back to your checkbook. If you don't put money in your checking account, you still have bills to pay. Ultimately, without any money coming in to the city, taxes, different revenue streams, you cannot pay money out. And ultimately, you're going to have to pay only those vital necessity bills. And sometimes even they might get delayed. So it is important, in my opinion, that this budget be approved as quickly as possible to allow the comptroller to make up the tax bills, the revenue streams, to bring immediate revenue streams into the city so various functionalities within departments can get paid. I understand both sides where maybe some bills aren't being paid. I've had the same experience in my own personal checkbook. Sometimes you say, well, I'm going to wait on a little time to pay this bill as opposed to paying this bill. We've all done it. Just take it on a wider scale, except for you have if you just see this long table, if all of these were your bills and you had no money coming in, well, you're going to have to make a decision on which bills are vital that you need to pay to keep alive or to keep afloat. So it's very important that we move this process along as quickly as possible. We are already in uncharted waters. We've never gone this far to approve a budget. And at this point now, we're at the city council has it, and the council is going to be voting on moving the process forward, adopting it, or exercise an additional option if they choose to. So that's basically the information in a thrust, quick conversation in reference to the budget and the budget process on what's going on right now and how it works. Hopefully that can be helpful to anyone out there listening to this message.